So hello everyone and welcome to FrostPunk, a game that I bought just recently. Well, this game after all got released very recently. I wanted to be able to go and try this out considering I enjoyed the developer's previous game, This War of Mine, pretty well. So yeah, pretty much going into this blind, don't know anything how things will exactly be going, but certain that there will be difficult choices ahead and everything, so let's just go into a new home and see how this will be playing out. One of the reasons for choosing the Arctic as the last refuge of civilization was the abundance of gold deposits. Okay, so that's the reason that we are exactly in Arctic region. Some buildings, such as the infirmary, have better insulation and are warmer. Understandable. So there's different. The abrupt cooling caused utter chaos in the atmosphere. The mightiest winds, no longer confined to its upper layers, descend on Earth, wreaking destruction in the path. Winter has come. Well, yes, not too surprising that winter would be indeed here.
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Last city on Earth. So, a new home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the side of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now, and that the world as we know it has crumbled. So we have to survive. Oh, there's the generator, quite clearly. So not sure how this exactly will be working. Fight the gold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to the other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. Okay. So we are discontented. People are content. Okay. Okay, so it would just show if it would grow. Hope. No recent changes to hope. Alrighty. Stockpile some coal. Activate the generator. Do show me resources and the workforce tutorial, please. So resource management is crucial to the city's survival. You need coal to power the generator. Wood and steel are necessary for construction and research. Steam cores are a key part of the advanced buildings. Raw wood is used to prepare food rations in the cookhouse. Later in the game, more types of resources may appear. Okay, so that's, I guess, coal. Wood, of course, then steel. Steam cores. Raw wood is there for sure. Maybe that's the steam core then. No, maybe that's the food rations and this is raw wood. Probably. Most buildings require you to assign people to work there. Certain buildings only employ engineers and others only employ workers. To assign people to work, click on the workplace and use the assignment panel. So that's the assignment panel. Alrighty. What about the camera controls? Yeah, I was able to move already. Zooming out, rotate. Yes. And of course then rotate. Or with the Q and E. That's all good and well. So what is this building? That's the stockpiles. This is a wood crates. Coal pile. I guess I can try to get someone to work here. At least. So yeah, coal pile. I guess this is where we get... Yeah, going to work. I guess I could even assign engineer, 14 available. Not sure if we need to have engineers here, but I guess maybe. So there's a lot more coal piles, so that's fine enough. Steel wreckage. So we could be getting some steel from there, as I assume. But we specifically needed, of course, that. Let's just start getting some steel too, I think, though. And then there's the wood crates. So I guess we should also have some people there, I could assume. Tutorial summary. Yeah, there's nothing more yet. Which I guess is fine. I guess we should really just get as many to work here on the coal first, though. When we need it, specifically our coal wants to gather enough coal to the stockpile. Some coal, 200 overall, and then activate the generator. So was there more coal here somewhere? I think there was. Here is at least some more. Requires at least one worker workforce. Will extract coal. Yeah, let's just put everyone there, I guess. That we don't have yet. Here at least no one needs to exactly work. 360 per day, 24 per day, 10 per day. No raw food, of course, golden even. But yeah, that's actually nicely looking when they get their way slowly through the snow into the location that I've assigned them into. So from here we would be then able to do some constructions, but of course it's not like we can actually do anything yet. We don't have even remotely the required equipment for that, but I think I should also try to get some other places to work. Guess I should just try to place all the rest into this area at least to work some more gold and then just get some more wood as well. I guess that's good enough. And then the construction helping. You can speed up time by clicking the game speed button found on the left of the temperature at the top of the screen. Alrighty. You can also find keyboard shortcuts to the game speed buttons in the settings menu, which can be adjusted by the clicking on the icon on the upper left corner. The game will slow down to normal speed when something important happens, as well as each day at 5. You can pause the game by pressing the spacebar. Okay, that's good. That is good to know. And then construction. Use the construction menu at the bottom of the screen to alter the construction or dismantling of buildings and streets. Only people who are not currently at work can build structures. Okay. Buildings inside the heat zone are warmer and provide better living and working conditions. To make the best use of the heat zone, buildings are placed on a radial grid. All buildings must be connected to a generator by the street in order to function. Okay. Conditional placement. Right. Well, we have most people working right now, but a thinly insulated shelter for 10 people to sleep in, I guess, is something we should also try to do. Hunt every night, venturing beyond the city to track their prey in the frozen wasteland. They provide up to 15 raw wood per day. Then the cookhouse itself. We don't have a cookhouse yet either, so I would think that we should really be trying to build one of those. So sure, let's just try to build one like that. Let's just build it right next to this. I think is okay enough placement for it. On the other hand, then where was exactly this? Yeah. Very fast game speed. I think is fine, but I'll just pause for a moment while I'm looking into this. Resources. Gather and post people working here. Gather resources from nearby gold piles, wood crates and steel. Gather and post. So it's different from the stockpiles. Okay. That's interesting that there's a separately the Catherine's post. Nearby coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage. Okay. That could be also, of course, good, but okay, it's actually even something then that I would have to build. Well, I can build it basically anywhere, but it should be logical to then try to get further into here. So maybe that wouldn't have been the best place to even place it. It's quite a lot of stuff here that we could be gathering if we just got all the way there, but that definitely takes some time to do. A lab equipment with everything an engineer needs to develop designs for various buildings. Okay, that's okay enough then too. Well, let's at least make one little tent into here. I could assume here should be okay enough placement, like if this takes normally that much space, having it there should be okay. So we could better maybe try to be building forward in there too. And maybe I should just decrease a few workers from there. Okay, and then the generator. The generator is the heart of the city and the only source of heat in this erosion hole. You should turn it on as soon as you stockpile enough coal. The generator heats a circle zone around it, consuming at least 6 units of coal per hour. You can research generator upgrades that raise the heat output, expand the heat zone, and reduce coal usage. Alrighty. So how much? Okay, I actually have enough, so we can actually activate this. Steam level 1. So now we have it activated. 6 coal to turn on this steam level. +1 temperature in all heat zones. So is it? Yes, it's functioning now. Yeah, okay. Good. Stress level. Generator stress level increases when the overdrive is on. When the stress level reaches 100%, the generator will explode and the game will end. Well, that doesn't sound very good. But we definitely, of course, need quite a bit of coal to be able to upkeep that. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of the coal reserves. Now food. There'll be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw wood and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. I at least did try to be starting to build that. But I guess we could take the people off from this coal place. Have just everyone in here working especially. Yeah, I think this was the one that I had all people working completely, and this has still a pretty good amount of people working. Let's increase maybe the amount here just by a few. So we have enough of that, and then probably should increase a little bit in the steel wreckage. Yeah, no one in there, but there's some in the wood here, which is also fine, I guess. But we have a little bit of tents. I think that's pretty fine to at least have some people living. Though as such we don't have even remotely everyone living. But yeah, this is actually out of snow now, so that's good. So we also did already build the cookhouse, so we can actually assign some people into here. 4 food rations from 2 raw. Alrighty. This actually even requires at least the 1 engineer, so that is fine. Or no, I just didn't have any more available. I don't know if I require an engineer there. Well, let's decrease 1 from there, I guess, so that we can have max amount at least in the cookhouse. Then we also definitely would need some place to hunt from, so I guess it would be the hunter's hut that we should be going ahead and just building. It's not like we have a lot of other options really. So okay, I guess this area is going to be for the tents, and here just then this one, so we can get it started. People from our convoy. With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind. Build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expeditions as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. Beacon. Can we build a beacon already? So build a workshop, beacon, and rescue survivors of our lost expedition. Alrighty, but of course we do need people here too. So let's see. I didn't have any working in any of those locations. It's kind of silly that this doesn't show these working immediately, even though it does. Yeah, we do have a lot in here. Yeah, this is also full. So I would have 2 completely working coal piles already here. And then I would have some in the wood crates here. I guess I can... Well, I do need a lot of wood. So I probably should decrease the coal a little bit, to be honest. I don't need quite this many producing coal. After all, it's good to have, but I don't have to have quite that many right now. So sure, 5. Then I do need steel, for sure, and then I do need the woods, as said. So let's just increase the amount here a little bit, and then we need definitely workers here. So only these kind of workers actually can work in here. They are pretty important though. So I guess I should decrease, maybe not have anyone working in this coal area, just everyone in here may have. And then just try to increase this as much as I can. Where would I be okay to take some away from? I guess from here, just put some more into here. Fine, let's just have a couple of engineers rather in there then, I guess. Then at least our food situation should be more okay. Okay, so that's a minus 20 decrease at the moment that we have here, which is quite a bit. Free time. People on normal work shifts are free to see to their needs. Alrighty. Interesting. Then I would need a lot of other structures though. So we need to be gathering quite a lot. A lot of everything, pretty much. 2 sick, 0 gravely, but also 70 homeless, which is a little bit many homelesses. Also that I also need to construct more homes, more tents for the people. There's only a few that they can actually have at least some sort of a tent to live in. I guess I would really need to just try to get more wood, more so. I have some steel, but then I definitely need these things, but of course I need food too. It's not like it's an option to not try to get more food. Okay, sure, let's just try to increase the food income or output as much as possible right now. Though I assume they are really in the free time, so we are not really getting anything for the moment. Hopefully they will soon actually go and get this. Another day, another shit will... Well, that's life. It is. We survived another night. That has to count for something, surely. Well, at least there's homes for a few people. Not for all many, but, you know. But yes, day-night cycle. The temperature inside a building depends on the power setting of the generator. If the building is in the heat zone, that building insulation and the conditions outside, there are 6 temperature levels: comfortable, livable, chilly, cold, very cold, and freezing temperature. Alrighty, so purple, the more blue it is, less bearable, the worse it is. Livable and comfortable are red and yellows. Keeping homes and workplaces as warm as possible helps prevent people from getting ill. Some workplaces might become inoperative if the temperature falls too low. There's actually a lot more stuff here, so food and hunger as well. Hunger. Number of hungry, starving people. Hunters out. Efficiency 15 raw wood per day. Hothouse 30 raw wood per day. Or cookhouse 2 food rations per raw food unit. The cookhouse is prepare meals for people. It produces 2 food rations from 1 unit of raw food. Raw wood is provided by hunters and hothouses and is sometimes found by scouts during their exploration. When there are no food rations to be had, people will start eating raw food, which is no surprise. Hunters leave the city to hunt in the frost land for food. They work from 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. Initially, they bring up to 15 units of raw wood from each hunt. Research upgrades to significantly increase hunt yields. Okay, so it's from 1800 to 8. So I don't know if we even get any raw wood this time around for today, considering I set that up pretty late, so not sure. Illness and healthcare. Cold homes or workplaces cause people to get sick. Without proper care, they can become gravely ill and might die. The sick can be treated in medical posts, but the gravely ill need an infirmary to be treated. Until you build one, you can save their lives by signing one of the 2 laws. The radical treatment law allows you to treat the gravely ill in medical posts, but some of them will be left as amputees. The sustain life law allows you to keep the gravely ill alive, but untreated in medical posts or warehouses indefinitely. The number of people and gravely ill people. Medical posts, the sick can be treated safely, the gravely ill can receive radical treatment. Carehouse. The gravely ill and amputees living in carehouses get half rations. Okay, infirmary. The gravely ill can be cured safely if I would have the infirmary. Okay. Day-night cycle. The city wakes up at about 6 a.m. People have some free time until the work shift starts at 8. Okay, unless there's construction work to do. After they finish their shift at 6, so 1800, they are free to help with construction again, which can keep them up well past midnight. You can extend the 10-hour work shift if you sign certain laws. Okay, work shifts. Okay, work shift time. After signing the extended shift and emergency shift laws, you can extend your people's work time. Okay. A lot of stuff to try to be learning at. Let's see about the Book of Laws. Adaptation. Find a way to battle the hunger, sickness, and apathy. Okay. I don't think that I can do anything from here yet. There's a lot of stuff here. There's also the radical treatment and sustain life, soup and food additives, and fighting area. I would think that we will be getting into this or some better info about that a little bit later on. And then there's the economy. So the coal consumption would be minus 144 per day. At the moment we would be gaining plus 120, so we would be using a little bit more than we are gaining if we have these assigned like we do at the moment. But on the other hand, it is kind of important at least to be able to get some more food. Raw wood gain plus 15 and food consumption would be minus 80 per day. So we are also needing loads of freaking food. Medical facilities in the city. So much stuff that we need. So little of everything and so much that we would be needing. Where do we... Okay, there we do actually see also the day-night cycle. Okay, I needed to press that so that we see something. A word of advice, critical shortage. The number of sick is rising and we don't have enough materials to build a medical post. Perhaps a short burst of effort could help us gather the necessary resources. Consider signing the emergency shift law. Emergency shift. Sometimes we have to concentrate on the task at hand at the cost of everything else or die. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 18 hours. New ability: you can force workers in any facility to work for the next 24 hours. I think we might need that, at least at the start, because we have a lot of stuff that we would need doing to 24 hours. Welp. Also building abilities. You unlock a new building ability by signing a law. Building abilities can affect society in many ways. It has a cooldown and many also costs. You can find out more about the given ability in the buildings panel. So what about this, for example? Hunt usually take 12 hours. The hunters have been away for about 7 hours. The hunters will return of it up to 15 raw wood. Well, it's at least something. They are hunting the best they can. Storage. Hardly anything. At least they're working as hard as they can, I guess. Alrighty, I don't think I can do much else right now other than just hope that they will actually go on and get some resources for us. Work are you until you die. I hope these ships are only used for real emergencies. Well, at least in the start I do think this is slightly an emergency in all reality. I wonder if I can easily see how... I guess this is like a really comfortable level of heat now. I think so, at least. Hope so. Hope so anyways. It is still fun seeing them work like this. Okay, so we have a pretty nicely some wood coming about. We have basically no raw wood, but we actually do have a good amount of food rations at the moment, so that's not too bad. I guess I can increase the amount of people working here right now so that they can maybe do something else. Could not resume production, requires raw wood. Well, hopefully that raw wood will be arriving sooner or later. Medical post, a basic medical station with 5 beds, treats the most common ailments. Might also be a good idea to try to build this. We have enough resources for the moment if we have to build something like that. We do need the workshop though. I guess I could even build this right here. Sure. And then let's at least build one more little tent right here. And I guess I could build even one more just so that we have enough. And then what would be the next thing to try to build? Maybe the medical post, or actually hunters places probably would be logical in all reality, because we really do need hunters too, and preferably some more than we have at the moment. No, they are getting these buildings up and done. Put down your tools? Question mark. So use the workshop to develop new buildings and improvements. You can boost research speed by building several workshops. Okay. One workshop up to 100% research speed, 2 133, 150, and 4 160. Research is grouped in tiers. You have to research tire upgrades before you can start researching technology in that tire. Researching each topic costs resources and takes time. Alrighty, we'll see about that. And then some buildings such as the medical post or the workshop require intense mental labor from the people employed there, and as such can only be satisfied by the engineers/workers. Only provide manual workers, yes. Children can't be employed at all initially. You can check your workforce distribution by clicking on the icon on the bottom right corner. Yeah, so cookhouse employs both workers and engineers. Hunters Hut only employs workers, and workshops only employs engineers, which is quite understandable. So I definitely want the engineers from here, at least the 5 I guess. Yeah, 5 is the maximum amount. I was thinking that probably 5 Closed at this time of day, apparently. A lab required equipped with everything an engine needs to develop designs for various buildings, technology, and improvements. Ah, base heating level required level 2? Question mark. I don't know if it then helps that I would be trying to start something here. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a heating, exploration industry, resources, food, health, and shelter. Steam hub heaters. Hunter's gear. Coal tumper, faster, catering, sawmill, steel workers. Beacon would be the one that, so to speak, we would need. Allows us to send scouts to search the wilderness for goods and survivors and bring them to our city. Lookouts will also spot incoming groups of people. Let's try to start that. Okay, so I guess it can work, but it couldn't work because we didn't have anything there to be researched. Previously, I would assume is the case. And then we could try to employ some more workers into the hunter's place. From where though? From where? So that's the coal. These would be the wood crates. And let's just take everyone away from this place. Put one into here still of you guys. Maybe a little bit more, to be honest. And then get some more people into here. So we at least have that in pretty high production. Guess I would really like to, in all honesty, have more there. Just so that we can be more on a sure side that... And let's have one that isn't working there. I guess that could be okay-ish. We do still need coal for sure, so I would need to also get more people to work there. 4 are sick though, and 50 would be homeless, at least not nearly that many homeless anymore. Not this one that I tried to do. I wanted to go into here, and maybe we can do this. It does require 24, 5 more, so it's cutting a little bit close for sure. But I'm not sure if this is the best choice to do this here right away, but we'll see. So who's gonna work there then? It's always the question of who's gonna work there. Let's have a couple of engineers. So engineers anyways are needed here, so that's fine, I guess. We have at least some sort of a little medical post. You can introduce a new law.